him camp stacks. Like Insania is probably going to be getting like triple stacks going on. And if he does that, then I'm more of a believer in the bristleback. But I've just seen it in so many games lately where they completely fail to do that, where they just don't get the stacks online, and the bristle just becomes this like really sad looking dude who just gets completely washed, you know? But we'll see. Can you hear my child screaming? I really hope you can't.
I cannot.
Oh, that's good.
I hear what you're saying. I think I like this NIP lineup a little more, even though they don't push it all. One thing that I've been noticing since the last patch came out is like just pickoff power. Teams that have more ability to initiate, find those pickoffs, turn it into a 4v5, seem to perform a little bit better, all things
That's
equal.
a good point.
Do you agree?
That was the theme of our NA tournament that we did.
Yeah. Well,
that
it
was
seems like not just the NA thing either. It's also been happening in the other regions from the little I've seen.
Yeah, but like every game we had the same story where it was just like Batrider was just winning games because he was uncountered, and then you have the Scythe too. So they definitely have like individual blow potential, and so it doesn't really matter how bad your pushing is if it's 5-on-3 or something.
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna favor. I think I am gonna favor NIP. I think there's just too many heroes I don't really like that much on the side of Liquid, but we'll see. I definitely don't think it's like unwinnable. That's for sure.
No, it's not by much. I think I'm within like a 5% swing. You know, this is like a 55-45, maybe even less, like a
seconds to battle.
52-48. Will certainly come down to execution, and all this talk about Bristleback certainly relevant here, as there will be a lot of pressure on him to have a good lane and take over this match sooner rather than later.
This is a good setup though, because they have the Earthshaker with the Batrider, and I wasn't really thinking about that. So in that matchup, the Bat does fairly well, right? Because you can actually Fisher block him in, and then he's not just gonna be able to like run away and get you with like the bristle spam while you're chasing him. They might be able to like, you can basically threaten 4 or 5 stacks and then Fisher block him.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to go about it. I guess you don't have to like
Pottle will have a blinding light too.
You don't have to like cripple the bristle, right? Your goal is just slow him down so he's not free farming.
Koikfa has been an absolute beast, though, I have to say. Like, as someone who kind of came in a little bit late to the Dota scene, like I didn't really start watching a lot of competitive Dota till like 2012, 2013. Koikfa was one of those guys that was almost considered like on the down slope, like shortly after I started watching. Like he was still kind of like this big star, and then Team Tinker happened, and then the Mouse rosters, and then it was just like, oh, Koikfa's washed up. That was kind of the story, you know?
God, I remember Team Tinker. 2014. Shout out to back in the day.
But now Koikfa has just been absolutely insane the past couple of weeks. Like, crazy good. He's winning all his matchups, absolutely crushing mid. Like, he looks like a Sumail or a Noah. Like, he looks like, if you'd never seen him, that he's some new crazy pub star or something. I think he's just been working like super hard on his matchups.
I've heard from multiple players that he's a great teammate. Like, his ability to not rage and stay cool, calm, and collected. Like, he's a fun player to play with that has a generally positive mentality.
He's also very tall and intimidating, so you don't want to rage at him.
That's true. That is true. He is a larger fellow. It's a big frame. He likes slacks. He's big.
Cartoonishly large.
Cartoonishly large.
That's the Slacks' definition if I had to describe the size of Slacks.
It's my favorite picture ever taken is me and Slacks walking into the Frankfurt arena that somebody took behind us, and he's like twice my size. It's like a baby and this giant walking into this big arena. It's something magical.
That's 4 stacks. And they have the Fisher. They're going for it.
All right, here we go.
The
charges. They block him out up to stick. Now, I don't think Saberlight's going to live. It's going to be so close. They're going to find the kill. Mid-game goes down first. It's a first blood for Era.
right, man. That is like
call.
a coin flip of a matchup, dude. If I ever see this matchup again, like, it is completely dependent on how it plays out.
Yeah.
Like,
You can
if
tell
Insania had to hit a
Saberlight
blinding light,
was like
if they had-
manning up, and he sees the next quills. He's like, okay, it's coming. Am I going to survive this tick? Am I going to survive this tick? He's even got the ring of protection, which was probably enough to keep him alive. Like,
well, what else is crazy is that's before the bristleback, right? So you didn't have like the passive shootout coming either.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he went viscous goo. And no passive. Okay. Yeah, that's the farce of bristleback. Mentally getting over that block of thinking that you're tanky before you have bristleback maxed out. Takes some training.
Oh, I don't know, Saberlight. Oh. Dude, this is so wild. What a matchup this is.
Even so
I don't want to look anywhere else.
I've been checking out the mid, and you are right about Koikbit here. The Queen of Pain dominating the Ember right now. Skipping Blink altogether, holding a point at level 4, but 2 points in Shadow Strike right now, able to pressure Supreme pretty effectively.
Yeah, Supreme's doing pretty well. Like, he's got decent last hits, but he's going to have to invest more in regen, you would imagine. Although he went the really early bottle. We do not see that very often.
No.
Like, that soon already used up before the 4-minute mark. It's good as long as he gets it, but if he doesn't get this 4-minute rune, this is going to be a pretty disastrous investment.
Yeah, the 4-minute flip is coming up here, and we'll see
Well, how do you get the rune versus Queen of Pain, too?
if anybody rotates. Yeah,
I'm really surprised he got it then.
The first thought was like, oh, bottle against Quap. This is great. They'll get rune control, and then they'll deny the runes from her, and he'll have all this regen. But you're right. How do you ever beat her to the runes, especially without searing chains?
That's how they've committed the Earthshaker bottom. Quakefa sees him, and so Quakefa's just like, all right, well, what can you do?
All right, and the rune is bottom. The haste secured by Era for now. And Supreme actually TPs back to the tier 1. The Koikster is going to have to let this first one go thanks to the rotation from Era.
Yeah. Now, I wonder if Era is going to key into the fact that they must have a ward. Otherwise, Quakefa could have, like, went for that, right?
Well, maybe. I mean, the Shaker had been showing bottom, and then he leaves mysteriously around 4 minutes. It's probably not hard for Koikba to deduce where he's going, even without...
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know if it gives that much intel. Bottom again. Here we go. The block out. 4 stacks now. Saberlight knocks it back. Flame break gets blinded, but now up to 5 stacks. This one's going to be close. Saberlight, though, should have the damage. One more quill would have brought him down, but even 3 stacks onto the coddle. They're looking for more.
He's got the blights. Oh no, Daya!
The instructions are fortified.
Was a big time overkill.
Oh wait! The second shot though.
No way. No way.
No, he's got him.
Not enough though.
Worthy tribute.
Every coin helps.
Radiant's middle
one more
tower
week,
is under
dude.
attack.
You know, he just needed a bigger breakfast.
Never refuse gold given.
Well, a little misplay from the Bat Rider. Gives one over to Insania.
This bottom lane is so fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
I mean, it's working though. 2 kills on the Bristle. That's certainly something in 5 minutes.
Oh, that ward's just dying. He's gonna get spotted leaving there, so they're probably gonna know there's a ward somewhere in this vicinity. Especially when they leave like that. That one kind of gives away the between the tower wards, but that's very easy to say from our perspective.
So what's been happening in the top lane that I can't
don't know.
imagine we've looked at? Oh, Bristle again! Just as I look away, Saberlight sets up another dive.
Radiant are scanning.
Wow,
and
dude,
tips them.
this fissure, though, I mean, you were totally right. This is what tips the scales.
They must be pretty good angles, because it sounds like it's going to be like completely broken, but a lot of times they just start cutting through a lot. And you think Fisher's like the end all be all in the leaning stage, but then they just like cut a couple of trees.
Now top lane.
They don't have a Quelling Blade on Mickey.
TP out. Oh, that was so close.
Like, I wonder how many times Quelling Blade would have saved him.
Well, so it's not just the fissure, it's the way they're comboing it also with the flame break. On that last kill, that was exactly what did it. He almost wrapped around the fissure and Saberlight knocked him back to like the exact spot to where he started in the middle of the fissure. So you just got no angle to retreat.
Yeah. Mickey's just gone to the small camp now. And look at the ward
turn rate. Oh.
But wow, they double warded here from NIP. That's very interesting. Both of the pillars. So what are they trying to protect there? Basically this whole jungle. They want to stop the stacking on the ancients. That's probably what this is all about, right?
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah,
they know that this is where Mickey wants to farm.
I mean, you mentioned the bristle really accelerates from the stack game. And there's already a stack there.
That's why I like Razor so much, because you can actually contest the ancient stacks and like steal them with your ult.
Alright, Era, a little scary here, and he's dead. Great ult from Koikba. I was gonna say, the Shaker just kind of said, hey Mickey, I'm here. And they reacted without a moment's hesitation. Guys, I think that's a free kill on the Shaker.
I think a lot of Queen Pains would not have cast that ulti, because I didn't think it was going to get the kill. And then you really don't want to waste that first ulti. So, good call from Koikba.
Saberlight is now level 6, though. Level 4 on Mickey. Just now Dinks 5.
And Batrider pretty much the only hero that still goes for bots.
Will spread thrice.
I was a little unsure of bots build still with all the nerfs and everything. I wasn't sure it was still worth it, but you start watching these Batrider games and it's just too good with the movement speed bonus that he gets, because it's a percent-based movement speed that you get from the Firefly. So then you just get this giant flat boost from the boots of travel, and it's just gross. Like, you're so fast when you Firefly with these things.
And having half cooldown TPs is certainly a nice bonus on top of that.
Is under attack.
So now some pressure mid-tier 1 from NIP.
I will say for now, maybe a hashtag Slacks was right, because Taiga is currently 0-0-0. Missed the kill on the bottom lane. Oh, that was cute. Did you see what he just did?
I saw the power shot. Was that?
He's power shotting by the ward to cut more trees to make the ward better.
Ah. Okay, all right. That's a little some.
Oh, your stacks though.
Here we got a creep pull.
This is very bad.
Supreme wants to clean this up.
These are Bristles creeps. Go away.
Okay, this is some value farming right now. You're right, Tyga.
Oh, dude, this is so bad.
I mean, there aren't many 4s that could stop this, but Taiga's just kind of watching like, hey guys, I got a shackle if you want to try something, but yep, creeps are dead. Now they're just gonna walk away.
Koikba has Sonic Wave in 30 seconds. Oh, dude, shackle him, Taiga! Oh my god, if he didn't power shot, he could have shackled that range creep, then they could have Sonic Wave.
Ah, what could have been.
Oh, I wanted it so bad.
Yeah, having an extra brute against the Queen of Pain isn't so bad either. You know, like the Fortune's End on Oracle is just one more thing that's annoying for Koikba.
Oh, 10 minutes. Yeah, everyone pile on. I've never seen it spin that fast.
So Era thought he was ready to interrupt it. He was just like, what? They captured it like in the time it took Shaker to raise his totem to slam the fissure.
Yeah, that thing was spinning like wild. It was like a UFO up there.
But is
Dude,
that,
Charlie's still back in here. Dude, This is so good by enemy. They have crushed this bristleback.
Is that
He's
4
so
runes
sad.
for the Dire? Am I crazy?
What?
Is that 4 runes for NIP there, son?
The dead coddle.
And a kill Insania. Saber Light once again. This Bat Rider having an incredible game so far. 10 minutes, number 1 on net worth. This is the kind of start you want with your Bat Rider. It's so nice when you can get a couple early kills, and then that opens up your support to go move around, and you've got this experience lead so you can actually handle the lane by yourself. They found that perfect middle ground for NIP this game in that offlane.
Look what's happening up top here with this catapult. It's actually being blocked from going under the tower by the enemy catapult because of the way Boxy pulled the wave, which is going to save it for the next push.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
So the
the catapult.
just trying to solo it. So I got to pull the wave so the tower kills the catapult. But Boxy's going to tag the tower instead. The catapult lives on.
All right, Boxy's got that max out retaliate.
Oh, Suneko's dead, dude. Dude, pro players love their catapults.
Radiant's bottom
So
tower
much.
is under attack.
Is he just going to live? Is he fine? Am I wrong?
No, what? Oh, Koikba, he's in, he's out, he's in,
Dire's
he's out,
structures are
he's in.
Radiant's bottom
No
tower
false
is
promise, of
under
course,
attack.
but 2 quick TPs. Remember, Koikba blinked in.
Yeah, he just blinks.
That's a level 1 blink, and I think they know it. Reaper's Sight gets to come out, and the Koikster gets put 6 feet under. Oh, no, now Boxy. Searing Chain, still on cooldown. Mickey Ace, this is the full rotation out of Liquid. Battis comes down, trying to find some kills, but Supreme just remnants away. Charlie does have some stick charges. Of course, no ulti. Seneko without a false promise will get brought down. Centaur Stampede to try to secure things here. Oh, the tower on to Charlie, but Saberlight has made the rotation. He got that tier 1 bottom, drops the lasso on the Centaur. Echo Slam for 1 more, and now the Bristle gets killed as well. A big turn for NIP, and what Liquid were hoping for. Saberlight wants even more. He's got the nasty OTs. He is fast. The nice shackle, but probably not enough to save Insania. That's 4 down now for Liquid.
Saberlight's a cowboy, dude. He lasted him right into an Echo Slam. The alley-oop setup.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All off of a dive, man. They were so ready for that TP. Like, I thought they were just gonna like shadow strike him and force him to Fortune's End, and then like walk at him. But the blink cutoff was a very risky play from Koikfa.
Yeah, it's like as soon as he blinked, you saw those TPs just like, oh, we got him, boys. Great fate there, Oracle.
I wonder if
And,
he thought Boxy would like ultimate out or something.
Bat did get that tier 1 in the bottom lane before he TP. So really good discipline there, not to like snap TP right away and still get an extra objective for the team. And also play cleanup. Now Supreme, invisibility rune. He sees the Koikster. They're starting to set up. They've got him in their sights. The sniper rifle's engaged, but do they have the damage? Negative.
And that was a bit risky without last though. Well, Supreme has 3 remnants though, so.
Yeah, it's like low-level Searing Chain, so you don't have that duration. It was a tall order. I'm also a little worried for Liquid because, you know, all things equal, I don't think they really win the late game. Now you're going to play the momentum on this Bristleback, Necro, Ember Spirit, Bat. They will outscale you. So NIP are in a great spot now where they're winning this early game, and they don't have a huge amount of pressure to like force kills or keep up this momentum. The pressure is definitely going to be on
Radiant's middle
Liquid
tower
moving forward.
is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
That's just pretty good right now. Although the Bristle is catching up. He's now at the top of the Radiant Heroes.
Koikba again used his blink, but they can't close the gap. Koikba is playing a very kind of risky style this game, especially given that his farm isn't amazing, like no Yule Scepter yet.
desperately need this tower, though. It's taken them so long to take it, despite being so far ahead. Like in terms of the like the map movements and the control over the bottom half of the map. Surprised it took that long to get that middle tower. But this should help cut off a lot of that jungle from Mickey, and Insania is just following him everywhere, which is keeping Insania's levels very high. He's level 8 right now on that Keeper of the Light compared to level 6 on Oracle's Suneko.
It's pretty nice.
Insania has talked a lot about Suneko recently.
Scan.
Thinks he's like the best position 5 right now. Thinks he's playing incredibly well. And if you watch a lot of Suneko's game, he seriously has been popping off in a ton.
I mean, Suneko's always had a reputation as a scary roamer. Remember, right when he started breaking onto the scene, that statistic about how much distance heroes cover, and he was consistently always covering more distance than anyone else, kind of regardless of hero.
So Era just popped their smoke, moving through there, and then everyone pinged each other, and now they're just rushing top. So Saberlight's out, he's going bottom, and Era has a blink dagger. Oh, hello, Yapsor.
15
That's pretty good. That's the same time as Bat gets. I mean, it's bad as boots to travel, but still. I didn't think Era was that firm. He only has 15 last hits. He just has only died once and has been fairly involved in 6 of the 8 kills.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Right, invasion from Liquid. Nice ward
This
coverage.
is pretty good considering Mickey got tower hit and his whole team is playing the Vanguard right now. Like they're way in the way of any movement from NIP, and it's giving full waves over to the Bristleback. You have to get him off the ground, you know. He's still not that tanky and terrifying.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gold lead kind of plateaued now, still holding steady at 3K for NIP. Now the smoke.
Dire's top tower
Looking for this blink
is under
dagger
attack.
reveal. Boxy gonna head east. And they might bump into Ty. Yeah, the 0-0 and 1 Ranger.
Arrow flies.
Instantly blinks over him, but can't find anyone else.
Not feeling the impact of this position for Wind Ranger.
Slacks is pleased.
Sure is.
Man, this game would be so much easier if they had any tower push.
I can't believe that that video was 28 minutes long. I saw the script for that video. I was like, all right, cool. This will be like a nice 5-6 minute piece. I thought it was a
once
joke.
he gets going.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
I heard
Oh, down bottom.
Lasso.
Jump in onto Mickey. They'll block him out with the fissure. Now Foxy counter initiates and wow, Saberlight.
I love Saberlight so much. He's like my favorite player to watch. This guy's insane.
Well, he gets put down there. Remnant away. Ember Spirit might be all right.
Under attack.
Foxy still pursuing. Charlie does have a Blade Mail and a Reaper Sun. He's trying to get to Foxy, but he's too slow. TP out from Suneko. A very awkward fight for NIP, and I think Charlotte is going to end up getting left behind. Reaper's side not going to be enough for the kill.
Arrow one, but
Dual Scepter though. Era does find that kill onto Boxy. Does cost Charlie his life and also Suneko. And now Supreme's on the run. It's a messy fight and ends up working out okay for Liquid.
dude, Era's lurking, but he's under a ward. He might die for this.
Quap's so bad.
Man, that was sick. Boxy jumped onto Era and he just echoed him before he could hoof stomp. He was so ready for that. Oh, Era gets clipped.
Oh, Lasso, they come back in for more. Saberlight's crazy. Sania might burn down and there isn't enough damage. The fissure just enough. That makes it a 2 for 2. Still an advantage for Liquid, though.
So let's pass 17 minutes, guys. Go start hitting some creeps. Okay, where's this mango tree from the Dire? Am I crazy? Because I don't see it. And I don't think they ever placed it. I think it's just in their stash. Gotta get those mangoes out, dude. Ember has an empty slot. That could be mangoes. You know how good mangoes are on Bat Rider?
Pretty
Swap those
darn
things
good.
in, farm like crazy. Oh, look at the stack that Saberlight's getting right now. Oh, yeah. That's really, he's got that stack. He just farmed up the hard camp over there, which was also stacked. He's thinking about the Yules, is he?
Radiant are
I
scared.
don't know, just wanted a BKB.
It's just turning into one of these weird new age games where I kind of felt like NIP should be pulling further ahead by now because this Bristle hasn't been fallen, but he's number 2 at net worth. He's 3, 4, and 4. He's found enough farm. Lotus Orb's really close. Like NIP have not run away with this yet, I think.
Yeah, there's definitely a wave shove problem, I think, on the side of NIP. It's a wave shove and a tower push problem.
Yeah.
You can make up for bad wave shove if you have good tower push, because sure, you can 5-man down lane and take the tower. And then the natural flow of the game is going to help the wave stay in your favor once you've like knocked in those towers. But they don't really either. Their best wave player is like the Ember. Necrophos is okay. Oh, sorry. The best one's actually Bat Rider, obviously.
Yeah.
But
as you saw, he just got punished trying to push out that bottom lane.
yeah.
And now they're going to rotate mid. Shackle shot does connect onto Era. They see Sindeko, though. False Promise is available. Fissure connects on 3. Scream is here. Set up in between the towers. Liquid might spawn a bit too deep. Oracle Necro. It's a nice comp, but it does cost them Sindeko.
Oh, nice stomp.
Beautiful Coddle ult to set up this fight, and this looks like it's going to be Liquid's to take. Supreme on the run. Mick A trying to dive. Coinville will be there. How deep do they want to go? They force the buyback from Era now. Bat Rider with the lasso. They're going to try to shut down Era, and they've got plenty of damage.
Jeez. Era just blinked up there with Echo C2.
Another chaotic fight, ends up a 2 for 2 with the buyback. Oddly enough, still ends up being a small gain for NIP, but it is Liquid that have broken this game open.
Dyer's
Who are the
bottom
aggressors?
tower is under attack.
Yeah, even with buyback costing like 500 for Era, he only ends up losing like 100 with his involvement when he got, I think. Duel's now done too for Saberlight. Oh, and a blink for Insania. So he's just gonna play way back and try and make sure that he's not gonna get grabbed up there by Saberlight on that Bat Rider. Is there anything better than blink
game.
first this game for Insania? It protects him from the Shaker. It protects him pretty well from the Ember and the Bat Rider, just because he's going to play so far away from the team fights. Seems alright. I guess Glimmer would be the debate, right? Because there's a Necrophos, an Ember, a Shaker. Glimmer versus Necrophos, obviously extremely good.
Pretty darn good against Bat, too.
Yeah. Maybe he'll go it next. He does like his Glimmer Caves.
It's interesting how we talked about Oracle Necro from the healing perspective. It's also cool how you can use Purifying Flames to get people within threshold a Reaper Scythe to get the kill and not really be worried about the healing over time. You know, that's a cool mechanic. Hunting.
Saberlight pops, goes the man right on the Taiga.
All right, I don't know if that's the target that they wanted, but follow-up is here. Insania drops the Ignis. Taiga survives, and now they're going to go in onto the Ember. He gets the false promise. He'll be able to survive. NIP now in retreat. Staneko does manage to TP out. Saberlight getting knocked around, but netted up. As Charlie falls on the low ground, they're going to get 3 out of this. A failed gank for NIP.
Nice turnaround there with the double shot off the Taiga.
They only got 2. My bad.
And then the Will-O-Wisp pretty big for that one. And that's going to be easy tower and potential. It could have roached instead, I guess, but the tower is kind of free. Actually, smoking bot. Oh, this is nice. They're looking for the split pusher, and they are completely correct. The screen's gonna be down here. Not expecting this one at all.
Great shackle opener. They've got the stun lock, and it's a freebie. Taiga showing us what the Wind Ranger's all about.
That's that ward right there. That's what that is. Right up on the high ground. Easy peasy. Dude, that was a sick smoke. You don't get the tower, but you kill a core and you like put them off their footing. Unfortunately, they also scan behind the tower, see there's no one else, and they decide not to push that either. So would have been nice to get both the tower pressure and the Ember. Not lose your coddle.
Sania with a blinding light. Will
Dude, they're TPing in.
Now Ty, is this going to be the one at a time syndrome? Boxy does complete the TP. Quick put TPs in, or blinks in rather. Saberlight goes down, and they want more. Now Era on the run. No blink dagger available. Looks like Fissure might be enough.
Ember's back. Echo's there. That was good though. Again, they're just catching them when they're on at full strength, right? Like, sure, we lost our coddle, but we know your Ember's still dead, so we'll all TP in here because there's not that much punish.
Wow, how things have turned. I mean, I did talk a lot about NIP's ways to initiate, but Liquid also have quite a few between the Shackle, the Centaur.
Every coin helps.
I mean, at a certain point, Bristle just running at you is a pretty effective form of initiation.
Bounty.
I felt like they did such a good job of shutting down the Bristle early on, and they did, but the thing about Liquid that's different from a lot of other teams, especially Insania, is that he never stops stacking. He stacks the whole damn game, you know?
Yeah.
The only person who does as much as him is like Z-Freak sometimes when he was like playing the 5-2, was he was just going nuts on the stacking. Because they see the value in it. It gives your hero so much.
And especially, as we mentioned, as hero kills are just not worth as much as they used to be, it feels like this strategy is rewarded even more now. Like, yeah, you killed our Bristle 2 or 3 times, but all the gold that I've accrued through these stacks that we're pretty much guaranteed to take, it's better for us.
I'll stack so many of those stacks too. Alright, another initiation. Mid lane on the Charlie.
Charlie.
Oh, that
tree!
You see how close that was?
That was a robbery. But will this Aghanim be the game changer? Alice Shackle connects. He does have the blade mail on, but Mickey just does not care. This Aghanim does not seem to be changing much.
Nice play.
Charlie gets cut down. Now the ult from Insane. They're going to go in on to Staneko. He'll promise himself, but it just buys him a little bit of time before taking that first class ticket back to the grave. That'll be 2 dead on the side of NIP. Liquid erupting with more momentum here. Now that was also the reveal of the Orchid on the Queen of Pain.
That was excellent too, to force that Mules and then guarantee it with a Sonic Wave. Because, sure, he really low, but he was going to come down, pop out again, and a 20 charge wand. And he would have been like full HP on that Necrophos. So, Koikwa just says, screw it, I don't care if it's a single target with my Sonic Wave. It's worth it to kill the Necrophos because then they can't contest us. We go right into the Roche Pit. Because Arrow was waiting for this big Echo Slam. Now he's going to try again, but Boxy's standing in the way. Hello?
Roche at 2k HP. This is a little risky, but NIP won't be able to contest it. Lasso comes out. Roche falls. H is picked up by Mickey. Boxy in pretty deep. Reinforcements not far away. Perfect positioning on this Centaur. Now Mickey is here. He's ready to party. The Centaur does get put down with the Reaper's side. Uh-oh. And Liquid turn this. Now the buyback from Centaur. Koikwa comes in. They're trying to finish it off good currently. He's stunned up, and he's still alive. The Aghanims coming into play for sure. There's the blade mail, but now without that Ghost Shroud, not going to be able to live. The turn back, okay, very low, but still holding the Aegis. That's the Aegis of the Immortal. He'll be coming back, and on the other side, a Shackle onto Saberlight, trying to finish off Koikwa, who is going to burn down. I think this is good for NIP.
Yeah, they took the Aegis too, and I think they're getting out of here.
Force a buyback, get the Aegis. Let's take a look at the recap. And it is about a 1300 swing.
Oh my god, that fight is so crazy. The 5 shackles are thrown up by Taiga, and I think he hit 3 of them at least. It was pretty good. He missed one that was pretty punishing. Right at the start, that might have saved Box's first life, but they were just not positioned in a good way for him on the Dire team. Saberlight, man, Saberlight plays these fights so well. I can't believe he got out of there. He was like bobbing and weaving in the middle of that engagement and still doesn't have that BKB, but still feels so tanky just because of the movement speed he's got and then its ability with the Force Staff, the Blink to just be so slippery. This Ember still doesn't feel that scary. He's just getting death, so... Oh, and they just got the Orb of Destruction too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Ember finally hits people now.
All right, so Paladin Sword and ooh, the Quickening Charm comes out for Bristle. I imagine you give that to Quap. Yep, she'll take it straight away. And Bristle still with Imclaw for now.
Not the best item for his... It's okay. But it's not... I don't know, it doesn't really synergize with all the other stuff in your kit. But their other items aren't that great either.
Yep. Gotta love that Orb of Destruction, though. 20% slow on melee. Ooh. Okay. So carefully. He does have a lot of armor. Part of the reason why I like this Lotus Orb so much. You see that with Bristle sometimes, but you just look to max your HP, then you realize, oh wow, if I had some armor. He's just got a great, well-rounded build right now. Plenty of regen, you got some status resistance with the S and Y. I like this a lot.
It's all about the Abyssal too, these Bristle games. That's where the hero gets kind of crazy.
Yep. And isn't it wild? Oh, we're gonna see Lasso does catch.
They're smoking too on.
Is Boxy the target though? He's pretty tanky. Still has the speed, pops the pipe. Charlie does get the false promise, so Necro will survive for now, but that means Sineko's gonna be a target. Bristleback going in as far as he can. Charlie survives for now. Another long, drawn-out fight. Both sides with 5 alive, but the Necro will be the first to give. 50 seconds on the sideline. They were just out of tools to save him.
The little just works hilariously well with the Wind Ranger, I have to say. If I think of Blink's in, he's just like waiting. He's like, wait, I can just literally wait for them to be pulled next to each other. He just stands there and shackles them. And there's still Echo Slam here, so they can't be too, you know, gung-ho here.
Another shackle robbery.
That was a robbery. How? He's in the forest, man. Like,
jeez. Now the basher on Bristle. So how you feel about Bristle, Trent? You were pretty negative. All I heard in the draft was, I don't like Bristle. Bristle underperformed. Bristle this, Bristle that. Bristle
I
be a
said
win here.
teams don't do a very good job of stacking for him.
So that's it. You think that the key to it here is Insania's unyielding ability to stack nonstop, and that's what did it. Is that the hill you're willing to die on? Okay.
I'm high on stacking, yeah.
I can't disagree with that take.
On top of that, I think the lack of push, not only hero-wise, but also discipline to just run down towers, might have been a key factor in the earlier game for NIP. They're not out of it by any means right now because they still have this like crazy good pickoff potential, but it feels like they gave Liquid way too much space in this game. They tried to cut it off too. Like they had such good vision in the early game, cutting off these paths between the jungles, but they just weren't able to like secure it enough through tower pushing.
Yeah, Shadowblade is coming for the Earthshaker. You never know. Now this could turn into a Silver Edge trend. And then.
I mean, I don't even worry that much because they have backline. I mean, that's pretty versus the.
Oh, no shackle connection, but Saberlight's still low. Oh, the bash with the Bristle helping out quite a bit. Mickey not too scared. Now on the other side, Stampede gets used. Foxy just jumps right in. Beautiful stun on 2 to set up a great quad ult. Coddle to follow, but they actually killed the Centaur first in exchange for the Ember. It looks like NIP are running low on resources. Coddle clips Sineko, but he does survive. Now Quap getting pulled deep. Echo from Era. They get 2 core kills on the side of Liquid. And somehow Sineko is still alive. The Bristle just can't finish him off. That ended up being a good fight for NIP, at least for now.
Yeah, can they get the big one though? Good foul. What's up here?
Wow, Saberlight needs to be careful. He goes down to the ponies from Insania. This Bristle is so scary. They might actually have slowed him down enough now, though. Eric comes in. Oracle cleansing out Charlie. Buyback.
Trying so hard. Oh, look, he came in. He bounced up Taiga.
Now the TP from Taiga.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And despite the great TP from Saberlight, Mickey might still be okay. There's no lasso for 30. They might have finally got him here, Trent. This is one long chase. And now out of resources, they get the 6x streak on Mickey. Saberlight with 600 gold to try to make that buyback worth it.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty worth.
Wow.
Only getting to kill the Taiga too.
I just can't believe how well that went for NIP in general.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty over. Once they did the refresh shackle, do you see that? And they shackled, and then Insania shocked Taiga, and they shackled them again while the Ember died. So then Sineko was double shackled and still lived. And that was after, I think he was part of that jump in from boxing.
I guess Koikba just went too deep. He got punished pretty hard by that last, so Bat Rider jumps into. They get the Yule Scepter to try to counter-initiate. Insania is going to go down. Didn't have an ultimate anyway. And now Sineko gets brought down in an exchange. NIP committing a bit too much on the high ground. Saberlight maybe in some trouble, but Liquid not going to get caught out of the base. Box.
They have sight.
To the hills.
Cat Fisher. Oh, this is tempting. Oh, he was gonna dunk him. Did you see that?
He wanted it. Shackle slowing him. And now NIP going to be forced to retreat. All right, so ends up just being a support trade.
Oh, it's a good game, guys. This is already better than our first series combined. Oh, they need a breather. They're like, whoa. This is a little too good here, guys. We gotta slow down.
Let's slow it on down here, gang.
Let the people take a rest. You guys have probably been glued to your screens because of all this action.
Well, these fights have also been particularly stressful where you have these really beefy heroes that are on these long chases. You got this Necro going one way and then this Bristle on the other side, and they sustain for a really long time until they run out of items or spells, and then they just fall over. It's a...
And they're very spread out fights, too. It's really hard to grasp who's winning during them. I feel bad for our observer.
That is true. Shout out to Dota Pit for providing production and an observer.
Yes, thank you very much. No, it's hard online with like the syncing and everything, but it's great.
Yeah,
it's great for us. Makes your job a lot easier.
I don't mind doing obs for all of the game outside of the giant team fights, but for the 5v5 team fights, it makes it so much easier to call the action when I can look at whatever I want, you know, not have to think about, okay, I'm controlling the viewer's perspective into this. It's too much to focus on during a team fight. I like the freedom of being able to just follow whatever thread feels right.
Ah, and back he comes.
You spoiled ass analysis people. Being able to look at whatever you want.
It's pretty great, I'm not gonna lie.
There's a DD on Supreme right now. Tossing the bottle.
All right, let's see. I have not looked at Dota Plus yet. Don't look. Okay. We have to decide who we think is going to win. Or who do we think Dota Plus is going to have the percentages on?
I think Dota Plus is like slightly favoring Liquid. I think it's surprisingly low given that they've taken control because it'll favor the Ember, Necro, Bat Rider late game.
I was going to say 61% Liquid.
Oh, that's pretty much what I'm thinking.
All right. 68% Liquid. We were close.
We're in the ballpark.
That sounds pretty fair. I would maybe lower it a hair.
Really? Okay.
Well, 68. I think 68 is like a little high. I thought maybe 65 initially, and then I thought that almost felt too high, so I lowered it down a little, but
I don't know. I liked this NIP draft a bit more when I saw it, like after the drafting phase was done, and I'm still impressed at how well Mickey done, even with the stacks and everything. Like he's handily #1 on net worth. We're 35 minutes in, and this Bristle is straight carry in this game right now. He's gonna have the Abyssal Blade. Gone are the days of Bristle being like an undying. You know, okay, you're insane for 15 minutes and you fall off.
Yeah,
he's maintained the momentum. I'm very impressed with this Bristle back, and in turn, it's making it challenging to read how this is going to go.
I mean, the buff to Abyssal Blade made Bristleback way better. The jumping category, like Bristle never had anything like that, and then it just became this god tier item on Bristleback.
I think it's a sleeper item on those traditional off-lane-esque heroes. Like Axe is another example. I've seen people do it in pubs, not really in pro, but having another gap closer, having an excuse to build a Vanguard and build it into something, all those things feel really, really nice.
It's quite the item. And now they're going to smoke up.
Rune of double damage.
They know the Roche is there, I'm sure.
I think...
oh, they saw that? They're pinging. They saw the quills.
Oh.
They saw him building his Warpath stacks on the ward. The Stimulate's looking to block it.
Oh, but they're going to catch him, though. There's that Abyssal initiation. They
have to save, though.
They have the follow-up. They don't. Oracle didn't have to use the ultimate. Now Lasso comes down. They'll kill Foxy first. It looks like he survives. The Reaper scythe is there. Immediate buyback. Koifa with the BKB ult. They do bring down Saberlight. 5v4. That Centaur buyback, and they're going to get another Seneko, but no, it's Arrow with the dunk. They turn on to Koikba. Another long, drawn-out fight as Seneko goes down. Nikkei deciding how deep he wants to go. 2 for 2. Love this kill on Charlie to give them an advantage. I think Liquid need a little more to make this worth it after the buyback, but now they lose Taiga. They come in to kill Charlie. Can Supreme finish off Meke? This is going to be a tall order. Meke very low, just sustaining for now, and he is going to live.
Oh, the Lotus. It's too good. And that's his last Vessel charge, too. He can't even try chasing any further. Oh, man, that was so good. I can't believe how fast Boxy got back there after that buyback. He just zoomed his way back over to this team fight. Oh, man, Taiga, what an excellent stun. He ended up dying for it, but he got in there and stopped that save when they were trying to bait Saberlight, and it wound into that Wisp and everything. He was trying to, like, break it up so that then Saberlight could go nuts on the rest of the fight with Firefly and everything, but yeah, he got shackled and then couldn't get the false promise off when he wanted it.
So, all right, we got a taste of... This is what I don't understand about Silver Edge, dude. You don't buy it against Bristle. He's always been my #1, like, oh, if you got to break somebody. I mean, come on, that's the hard counter. And here we've got the Shadow Blade, and Eric says, no, I need the BKB. The break
think about what he
does not
right?
matter.
He's a support shaker. Like, how is he really... I don't know. I think with, like, the Will-O-Wisp and the Stampede and the various saves, like, the likelihood of you getting a, like, oh, I'm going to Echo Slam, activate my Silver Edge, and then we're all going to kill him is just not that high.
Well, the fights haven't really gone that way, though. It's not like it's the one Cataclysm and then it just ends. It's been these long series of kind of 2v1s that morph as people rotate around and find other opportunities. So,
right. And that's why it's bad, because the break only lasts for what? Like 4 seconds?
Yeah, but you could combo it with, like, the lasso, for example. Right now, they cannot catch the Bristol because they just can't kill him. But if you lasso him, pull him back, and then hit with it, and then drop the combo, there's a world where you can kill him.
Pretend there was a hero that didn't have Bristleback, and he had 3,190 health and 23 armor. Do you think that he's still gonna die?
With a Necro on your team, yes.
Yeah, but they have the Will-O-Wisp and everything. They have all these big saves. This guy doesn't have a BKB on the Necrophos, so he's just getting silenced and stunned up. And like, he doesn't have Greaves. He doesn't have. He can Yules himself, but he obviously.
I would
can't
agree.
sight.
BKB on Necro would be a key aspect of that working.
I just don't think it's realistic to think that you're gonna get a break on this Bristleback and kill him in that window. To me, it's more valuable to play Earthshaker the way you're supposed to and wait for the more opportune Echo Slam, not try and be the hero who kills Bristleback.
That's for me.
Yeah.
You know?
But like so that last fight, for example, after the initial pickoffs were done, it was just the Bristleback show running around. Like, aren't those the moments where Silver Edge stops him from being able to play that kind of one-man show when it's broken down in that kind of way?
Yes, but
I see what you mean in the actual
words.
5v5 fights. Yeah. It's tricky.
I just think the likelihood of it working out are pretty.
Well, like, they can't
in your
kill
favor
it
than
right
BKB. Listen, there's gonna be a smoke fight. Sorry, there's no time for this.
All right, let's see this Bristleback not get killed again. This perfect initiation. They're just gonna get a freebie on Ember? No, not quite.
Oh, Mickey's got the
Close,
flicker.
though. Nikkei still on the front line. Now he's going to run in on Charlie. NIP in a really awkward position here.
Dude, he would actually get broken so hard right now.
They're trying to figure out back line, and they might have gotten it. Now Supreme pops his BKB. They've got Taiga. There's 2 fights at once now. Seneko is actually going to be the first to die. Now let's get Pete from Boxy so they can reset. This is working out so well for Liquid. Now Supreme does not have the BKB as Insania drops the ult, tries to knock Charlie in. Koifa rejoins the fray, and Supreme is just dead. Now a 5v3, they're going to get chased down. Charlie's dead. Saberlight gets bashed. This is a 4-for-1.
It's over.
Wow. I mean, that was a great initiation from Liquid. You know, they used the Abyssal to catch the Ember to get things started, and you could tell NIP were just not... They weren't on the same page. They were too spread out, and that time it did not work in their favor.
Yeah, it was like the full wraparound combo with a great initiation.
Yeah.
Not the angle they were expecting.
I think you make good points against the Silver Edge trend. My point is that at some point you're going to have to kill this Bristle or you just fucking lose the game. And it's looking like this game might end before this Bristle dies again. You see where I'm coming from, bud?
I mean, yes and no.
Are there any tools to kill him? I mean, is this just the point where he's at critical mass unless they get this perfect initiation? Like, what is the strategy to deal with a Bristle at this stage when he's got this kind
At
of...
this point, you would have been hoping for lasso into sight, like when he's high grounding, but obviously he is Aegis now, so...
Are fortified.
I mean, even without the Aegis, I don't know that he'd be playing positionally much different right now. He's got a 10-second BKB. Mickey's straight rolling, dude.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Don't worry, Snake was pushing into that bottom lane. Things are totally under control here.
Should be a melee barracks. One more? We need one more. There it is. Hardy's helping out. So still tier 2 standing in the side lane. So Liquid just back on out. One more barracks. 14k net worth. Now their favor. Pretty wild. It's only 4 hero kills, but 14k net worth.
I mean, a lot of their kills were in the parts of the game too, right? Because they had a fairly large kill deficit, I feel like, at the start of this game. At least it felt that way.
Up to about 90% now on Dota Plus.
Yeah, that I can definitely agree with. In fact, I'd put it higher at this point. Unless his Ember can go insane split push mode.
Feels like Liquid's game to throw. That's the way I would qualify it right now.
Yeah.
Certainly still possible for NIP, but you're banking on Liquid making some kind of
Bright and breezy.
big time mistake. Also a gem in the hands of the Centaur was stolen. It's actually Era's gem that he's picked up. But
Yeah,
now
I think Saberlight was carrying from that.
vision control be an issue for NIP, no doubt.
They do have the ninja gear here on Saberlight, which is a really nice item that helps get the grab on boxing.
Lasso set up on the Centaur. All right, there you go.
All right, now let me tell you something.
That's 140 seconds on the sideline, dog. That's a dieback and a Reaper sight. All right, this could be good.
Yo, get out of there.
Mickey, he's actually falling pretty quick. The KB on from Supreme. They found some damage all of a sudden. This is NIP's fight, but Koi drops a huge ultimate. He trades to Naiko Taiga.
Where's the Echo?
Mickey now on the run. They want to finish off this kill. This would be a big one if they can find it, and I think that they will. Mickey.
It's still just the fish or the Aegis, so he has to hold the Echo. Oh, get the creeps! Get the creeps on it! No! Bring the creeps over!
He gets off the BKB. They can't echo it now. He's still on the front lines. This man is unstoppable. Still 100 seconds on the Centaur. It is a 3v4. Scepter, Queen of Pain comes back down. There's the Echo, but Force Staff gets dropped to the high ground. Koikva gets knocked back down by the flame break, rooted, and the Koikster will fall. Now Mickey left all alone. He's going to try to TP. A bold maneuver that will not work out. And they might have actually killed Bristleback. He gets lassoed. He's stunned up. The blinds are just not going to do it. Whoa, that flame break? Not going to save him. Okay. I got nervous for a second.
Oh my God, they did it, dude.
Yeah, that's 4,500 net worth swing. About 13,000 XP gain for NIP. And this game is now even. That's no buyback on the Bristol for 80. And NIP might be able to go high ground and do some damage.
Shout out to Ninja Gear, dude. Helping the Bat Rider be all sleuthy and sneaky and just 100 to 0 death on Boxy. Now, to your credit, this Centaur War Runner, okay, he only has 10 armor, to be fair, but he died pretty fast in that.
He did.
In that lasso.
I mean, at this point, you got to get him to 50%. That's pretty much what Reaper's Sight is at. You know, get him to 45%, whatever that threshold is. That's pretty doable.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And also good, like normally you'd say, you don't want to catch the Centaur, but they knew that he didn't have buyback.
Did they?
Well, maybe it was cooling down, but he didn't when they killed him.
No, he ticked into it, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. All right, well, it's even better, though. If he buys back, and then you kill him again with Reaper Sight, I think he's out of the game for like 160 seconds or something. It's like a Warlock cooldown.
No,
So
they
you
want
might
that
be right.
+1. They see the ward in the base, though. They realize, like, yo, someone's gonna come for this thing, but they were ready.
Whoa!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That was scary. Saberlight's brave. All right, well, this is where the game gets very interesting, dude. 3K net worth lead. The Dota Plus is now back down to 62%. NIP right back in. They get this other tier 2 tower in the bottom lane.
I don't know, though. Can they do it again? I'm doubtful. I'll be honest. I don't think this game has changed as much as the numbers say.
And if Centaur had a buyback there, I think that fight would have looked very different.
Well, now he also has a BKB, too. I think, and now there's also a Blink Scythe on Insania, who has plus 200 cast range. Let's see the range of his Scythe. Yeah, give me a break, dude. Look how stupid this is. He can Scythe from that far away.
With the Blink Dagger as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't that talent nerfed too, with 200 cast range?
Yeah, it was, but he was 350 before, but now he's the telescope too.
Oh.
So he basically has the old talent. A little less in fact.
Their fight potentially. Charlie in the front lines. Liquid gonna catch the initiation this time. Charlie down low. They've got a lot of stuns, but they can't finish him in time. Now the counter initiation. BKB popped by Mickey. The ult from Koikva. Who's actually going to be the target of choice? The Bat Rider up to the high ground. Not enough damage for the kill on Quap, so the sheep blinks away. It's Era on the low ground getting killed by Taiga. He's actually going to be the first to fall. Now the Ember Spirit very low, but killed by Boxy. The fight right back the other way in favor of Liquid. They do have buybacks available, but holding them is the now comes onto the Necro. Follow-up stun. A lot of damage, and Charlie's down.
Did they get anybody? No. Wasn't sure if maybe the buyback I missed. Oof. Double Scythe fight from Insania. Locking down the Necrophos right at the end, too. Just far too difficult. And also the fact that Era wasn't able to get anything done was pretty painful.
Okay, so there's tier 2s in the side lanes. They have buybacks. This is an interesting conundrum for Liquid. Do you just push out side lanes?
Look at Saberlight, dude.
All right, they're going to force the buybacks to go in for the win.
Dire's
There is a glyph for the Dire, so there's no way they finish here. Is there? If you burn all these
buybacks. They basically try to scare them off without buying back everyone.
All right, so that's all the buybacks now.
They have sight.
And Snakeo able to live. False promises himself. Liquid will start to back out as they pop the BKB. He's happy with the economic damage, but they might get forced into a fight. BKB comes, no lasso for 55. Charlie in the front line is looking for a sight. They catch the Mickey, but it's not enough damage. Now the Stampede. Liquid's pounding the retreat. Shackle onto Saberlight. They're going to get away with this. All 5 still alive. They force 3 buybacks and even get a tier 4 on top. It was like a 6K swing just in buyback.
Every coin helps.
Radiant's
That
top
shackle shot
tower is under
talent makes a
attack.
big difference. I could feel that in a fight. The plus 0.8 seconds.
4.6 seconds is a long time to be stunned, Trent.
Yeah.
That's like a primal roar from a Beastmaster.
More, actually. I think it's only 4.25.
Whoa!
Radiant are scanning.
Actually, it's just a
And
flat
on-
4. Never mind.
On 2 heroes, nonetheless. Huh?
Oh, we got a tome on Charlie. What's he gonna look for here? Death Pulse down to 3 seconds or the Heartstopper? Heartstopper is percent based. I could see the argument there. Let's see. Do 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 do. I feel like you go for the plus 0.5 because you're like also jacking it up, right? Yeah, let's go.
There you go.
Versus Bristle and Centaur, that seems kind of sick.
Sure does. The issue, though, is that it's over time. And even though these fights have been really spread out and drawn out, it sounds like it'll be good. They're so spread out that it's not like getting Heartstopper ticking of the whole team while it's happening. So it'll be interesting to see if that makes any noticeable difference.
It does double during Shrap, and he has the Aghanims. That's kind of cool.
So what is it, like a 6% decay with the Ags
Yeah.
and Ghost Shroud on? That is a lot. Now the initiation outside of the pit. Shackle shot onto the bat right. Follow up from Mickey. Saberlight does live thanks to the Oracle. Now he pops his BKB. Still good initiation from Liquid though, and they're gonna jump in onto Snakeo. BKB from Supreme, buyback from Snakeo as Boxy's getting clicked down low. Mickey trying to come in and save him, but right click! Just enough as he blinks up. The BKB keeps him alive, and now Supreme gets turned on. He does not have a buyback. It's a dive back from last time. And this could be the nip on the coffin for NIP. They can't take too much more in the way of losses here. Snakeo has the ulti in about 15. Charlie desperately trying to live, but another Abyssal Blade. More follow-up damage. Bat Rider. Oh, the Lotus Orbs there. That stops Saberlight dead in his tracks. And I think they're going to find a counter kill. This Bat Rider just can't get it. Now Mickey looking to chase down Charlie. Bat Rider buys back.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Only one buyback remaining for NIP.
I'm surprised they're able to drive them off. Maybe they're just thinking about finishing that Roche though, and indeed they are. With the Aghanims in there for Mickey, one would think. Although Taiga getting it would also be... actually, it's not the best game for the Wind Ranger one, because it's not a lot of physical. I think Mickey's the best one. Although Saberlight's a pretty good axe too.
That's actually all of their buybacks on it. Every throw is on cooldown. It does
He got the agents!
get snatched.
He got the Aghanims!
Oh, Okay, if he gets away with this, it might actually be worth it. Wigma comes up to the high ground. It's a 5v4. No Ember. Snake go trying to do what he can to survive. Does grab a courier.
They have to fight. He doesn't have buyback on the Necro.
Charlie lives. None of them have buyback. Era gets off the dunk before he goes down. Where's the damage going to come from now? They have to get some of these kills. Charlie still deep in the back line, sustaining, but they just can't kill anything. Mickey still topped off, full HP, full mana. Charlie shackled and killed. 3 dead without buyback, and Sadeko will get chased up top. NIP put up a hell of a fight, but they are now in big trouble. GG gets called. There it is.
Oh, I wanted to see Saberlight use the Agnus and try and drag to the fountain anyway. He didn't even apply the Agnus to his hero.
That was the end in the Roche pit. They were in big trouble. They made the